You are not tired because you work too much. You are exhausted because your mind never finds a single moment of absolute, profound silence. The Stoic philosophers once called this the stillness within the storm. It is a place where the world stops and the self truly begins. Today, we are bombarded by toxic dopamine, a constant noise that drains our spirit and leaves us hollow in the pursuit of more things. To find clarity, we must learn to step into the void. We must learn the ritual of shutting down the mind to find wisdom. In the next 600 seconds, I will guide you through 5 rituals to transform your daily pressure into a source of infinite mental power. This is not about relaxation. It is about reconstruction. It is about reclaiming the sovereignty of your attention from the digital chaos of modern life. Imagine your thoughts as stirred sediment in a glass. Only by remaining still can the water become clear enough to see through to the bottom. Prepare to shut down. The world will wait. Your mind, however, requires your immediate presence and your absolute commitment to this quiet, sacred transition. The first step is understanding that silence is not empty. It is full of the answers you have been too busy to hear lately. We begin with the science of the soul, where biology meets philosophy to explain why you feel so disconnected from your own inner strength. Let the journey into the void begin. Forget your titles, your tasks, and your troubles. For now, you are simply a conscious observer of existence. Science proves our brains possess neuroplasticity. Pressure isn't the enemy. It is the raw material used to forge lasting wisdom and mental resilience today. When you intentionally cut off external stimuli, your brain begins a process of self-repair, organizing the fragments of anxiety into structures of deep focus. Neuroplasticity allows you to rewire your response to stress. By practicing these rituals, you are physically changing the landscape of your internal nervous system. This is the biological foundation of wisdom. It is the ability of the mind to adapt, heal, and grow stronger through the gift of rest. Every time you choose silence over distraction, you are building a temple of focus within your skull, brick by brick, connection by neural connection. The allure of chaos is a trap set by our primitive instincts. We must use our higher consciousness to override the constant need for stimulation. When you shut down the noise, you activate the prefrontal cortex, the seat of your judgment, your creativity, and your ultimate human potential for greatness. Clarity is a biological state. It is the result of a mind that has been allowed to process its experiences without the interference of notifications. We are moving from a state of reactive panic to a state of proactive power. This transition is the key to mastering your destiny. You are more than your output. You are the architect of your inner world. Let us now begin the specific rituals to reclaim it. Our first ritual focuses on the power of nothingness. It is the practice of staring into the void to find your own center again. Ritual 1. 60 seconds of indeterminate space. Look into the empty air in front of you without assigning any labels or any specific meaning. Do not look for objects. Do not look for light. Simply let your gaze soften until the world becomes a blur of formless, quiet shadows. In this minute, you are purging the toxic dopamine. You are telling your brain that it does not need to hunt for something new. Silence the urge to interpret. Silence the urge to act. This is how you reset your baseline and find the quiet rhythm of your soul. Now we move to Ritual 2. Premeditatio malorum. Seneca taught us to confront our fears directly by visualizing the worst possible outcomes clearly. Imagine your greatest anxieties manifesting. See them, feel them, and then realize that even in those moments, your inner character remains entirely untouched. When you define your fear, it loses its power to manipulate you. You stop running from shadows and start walking toward the light of truth. Acceptance is the ultimate shield. By embracing the possibility of loss, you become invincible to the whims of fortune and the pressures of life. Release the grip of your expectations. Let go of the need for everything to be perfect. This surrender is where your true strength resides. You have located yourself in the void. You have detached from the illusions of fear. Now, we must protect this newfound clarity from the world. Ritual 3 is about space. Specifically, the space between you and the machines that consume your precious time and your limited mental energy. Turning off your devices is how you turn on your mind. A space without Wi-Fi signals is a sanctuary where original thought can finally breathe. Commit to 60 seconds of physical disconnection. No pings, no scrolls, just you and the tangible reality of the physical objects in your room. In this silence, notice the weight of your body, the texture of the air, and the quiet dignity of a mind that is finally undisturbed. Ritual 4. Anchoring wisdom. Pick up a pen. This is a physical act of grounding your fleeting thoughts into the permanent reality of the world. Write down one sentence that centers you. This is how you anchor wisdom into your neural pathways through the physical movement of your hand. This written thought becomes your North Star. Whenever the storm of the world returns, you can look at this anchor and find home. You are no longer drifting. You have a boundary, and you have an anchor. You are ready for the final, most expansive ritual of all. Ritual 5. The breath of the universe. This is where we dissolve the ego and reconnect with the vast, infinite scale of the cosmos. For 60 seconds, breathe as if you are exchanging life with the stars. Inhale the vastness. Exhale the trivialities of your daily human struggles. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that everything is part of a whole. When you realize how small you are, your pressures become beautifully meaningless. You are a cell in the body of the universe. Your breath is the universe breathing through you. Feel the connection. Feel the immense peace. Wisdom is the recognition of this scale. It is the ability to maintain your center while being part of something so much larger than yourself. In this state of total integration, stress has nowhere to hide. It evaporates in the heat of your expanded perspective and your quiet, steady breathing. These 5 rituals are your weapons against the chaos. They are the tools you will use to build a life of intention and power. Wisdom does not come from reading more books. It comes from creating the space for what you already know to finally settle and take root. Do not just listen to these words. Begin the practice today. Protect your energy as if it were the most valuable resource in the world. You have the power to shut down the noise and restart with purpose. Your mind is a temple. Do not let the world defile it. Repeat this to yourself. I am the master of my attention. I protect my energy. I am the architect of my own inner peace. Leave a comment below with the phrase, I protect my energy, to signal your commitment to this journey of mental reconstruction and profound wisdom. Thank you for being present in this void. Your journey to clarity has just begun. Go forward with a quiet mind and a brave heart. The universe is vast, and you are its conscious witness. Stay still. Stay wise. Stay free from the digital chains that seek to bind you. The void is not the end. It is the beginning of everything. Shut down the world. Turn on your soul. Peace be with you always. Carry this light into your day. Let it be the quiet fire that guides your actions and keeps your spirit warm in the cold chaos. Every moment is a new chance to choose the void. Every breath is a new chance to reclaim your throne of inner, unshakable silence. Remember the rituals: indeterminate space, premeditatio, digital boundaries, anchoring wisdom, the breath of the universe. These are your 5 pillars of strength. The path is narrow and few find it. But you are here. You have seen the light in the darkness. Do not turn back now. The noise will return, but you will be different. You will be the one who knows how to turn off the world and find yourself. Walk in peace. Walk in power. You are the stillness that the world cannot take away. You are the wisdom that never fades out. In the smallest things, the greatest truths are found. In the deepest silence, the loudest answers are heard. Be the silence today and forever. 1 minute of nothing, 1 minute of truth, 1 minute of space, 1 minute of writing, 1 minute of breathing. 5 minutes to change everything. It only takes 300 seconds to rewire your day. It only takes a single decision to reclaim your mind from the digital storm. Rise above the noise. Be the eagle that flies over the thunder. Your perspective is your power. Your silence is your ultimate secret weapon. The chapter of chaos is over. The chapter of clarity has begun. You are the author of this new, peaceful story of your life. You have built the bridge between pressure and wisdom. Cross it often. Stay on the side of clarity and deep, intentional, human connection. You are stardust that has learned to think. Use that miracle well. Do not waste it on the trivial or the toxic dopamine distractions. Step out into the world now, but take the void with you. Let the stillness be your constant companion in every conversation and every task. Gentleness is strength. Silence is power. Wisdom is the ability to find both in a world that is loud and often very aggressive. Listen to your own heart. It knows the way. It has always known. You just had to be quiet enough to hear its ancient song. I see your potential. I see your strength. I see the wisdom that is waiting to be born. Go now and be great in silence. The day ends, but your mind is just beginning to wake up. Sleep in peace or work in focus. You are finally, truly yourself. Be the void. Be the stillness. Be the wisdom. The world needs your clarity more than it needs your constant, exhausted, and anxious presence. Thank you for joining this ritual. Until we meet again in the space between thoughts, stay mindful, stay focused, and stay profoundly and truly free.